Okay, so what basically you should have. Welcome back. We're building a different engine. I know I said I'd build the Fowler, but I've got to prepare myself mentally for that because it is a nightmare. So you should have a free. It's basically like the brill. You should have 4 halfways next to the medium standard bogey. Bogies are different, so you need to make a non-0-6-0 extra large with a medium standard at the very front. Now, we are here, which means we're going to build this part now. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I don't speak, it means I'm checking something. Alright, he doesn't have that. I was just checking something. So if I don't speak, it means I'm checking something. So you remove that. Re-add that in. Now you might be able to get away with going for the normal black / locomotive. Now, you're going to need temporary blocks onto here. I'm going to check something else now. Doesn't look like he has a door either, so I'm going to have to... See, I'm basically remodifying my engine. Same thing as every other engine of mine, you just got to modify him. Right. Now we check where would it be. 1, 2, 3. So we need to go 1, 2, 3 here. Just building as we go. So once you get the side parts on, which I didn't do again, my bad. You should now replace the temporary block towards the front, like this, for a reason. Because one, your design is basically going to rely on that method. Now, let's have a look what we've done so far. Now you need to go from 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 all along until you get to here. Now, just a fair warning, this mod pack of mine is pretty buggy. So I cannot guarantee it will work for you if I released it. So I'm just not going to release it until I'm satisfied that it's at a point where it will work. Now we're going to do the same thing here. Same thing to here now. I just recently found out that Tyler doesn't have this design here. I just added it because I thought it looked cool, but it wasn't accurate. So I'm going to remove that. Instead, we're going to go for same thing, just different. So all you need to really do is to follow what I did here more or less. What I've done here to now you've built that one more, then you should have your... Realise we made a mistake and change accordingly. Okay. Now I'm gonna, for those of us who are new, I actually adore Australian engines. I've always loved them, but I've actually found British trains to be quite cool too. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm building these British engines for people to recreate. Same thing under here, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing like that. And then you go like that. Now if you did everything right, you should now have access to a whistle. Just check something here, I want to check something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, well that's not 6, but that's fine. Doesn't need to be 100%. Well, here we go. Time for me to do this one. Now get the steam whistling ready. Now we do this part with the black locomotive smoke box. Now we're going to need a wood burner smokestack. Combined with a coal burner. Now, to keep this simple as possible, I'm going to do it that way. Now you need your train control. Now we move on to the cab. Oak window coupled with the smokestack. Now I might be able to get away with doing something a little bit cheeky. For God's sake. You're gonna have to do this like that, unfortunately. For some reason it doesn't work the way you want it to, so then just, if it does that, then you just re-click these back to that spot. You should only have 4 pixels. Now we swap for the flat riveted locomotive going like that. Delete that because it isn't the right one. Now we do this way. With clear oak glass. Now you're going like that, then like that, then like that. Without that one there. Combine that with the green flat locomotive here. Rinse and repeat on the other side. Now, I do not claim to be a train expert. I'm just the guy who's building it for you. So now we move on to the, once we get these blocks filled in, we're going to move on to getting these looking a bit better. Okay, you can do this. And wheel flashes. Which, according to my according to my design, is what he does have, but unfortunately it doesn't look right to me. So I will remove those just for realism. Or you could remember this is your railroad, not mine, so you do it your way. As I used to say, you do you. So you should have that to that point now. Now you gotta do this like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're building the roof now. Trim that by 1. If you make a mistake, that's completely okay. What matters is you do it like this. Now, the roof. We're going to make it look like that. We use copycat slices to do that on a level 2. Now, we need to place some temporary blocks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. And make another mistake. 1, 2. Which is completely okay. Now we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Fill these in with deep slate tiles. Now, for the first time, what I am going to do is I'm going to glue the engine first. Now, reason is because it's going to be a hassle to glue. You have to do a little bit of sneaky gluing, and trust me, you're going to need to do that. Now you can hold off, obviously. I recommend holding off until you finish building. Because now we need to have the quadruple 8 tender design right here. Now I am actually going to do something pretty cool. Right. Right, better. Shift right click, select your choice of bogey. I'm going to choose this one, just for realism's sake. Then you place it close together, close as you can get it. Now I recommend doing the medium standard. Place that one more back. There you go, that's what you should have. Now, if it looks ugly, you can always use a different design, which I'll show you. The quadruple tender design. Grab your flat slashed locomotive. Do that. Now do 3 on each side. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fill that in with the same material as the train, the main one. Now you do any block colour, you can go like that. Simple. For me, I prefer to do something like this, because it gives it a bit of a look. Now if you've done everything right, you should have the very basic design for a tender. Now, there's some cool things you can do. You can add a running side bit, fill those in with red locomotive. Trust me, you're gonna want to do some extra stuff. Modify your Highland Castle Class. And no, this isn't Great Western Railway, this is the Highland Railroad, a Scottish railroad company based, can't remember now actually, but basically this is not your average railroad. Oh no, this is basically your, if you think Caledonian Twins, like, it's a Scottish railroad. Now I need to check something again, tender wise. Now I believe Tyler has that brass tender all the way around. Okay, sorry about that. If you hear noises in the background, that's my dogs going off, unfortunately. Annoyingly, they go off and then they cause me grievous. And sorry about the noises, everyone. If you hear the noises, it's the dogs. Yeah. Now use red locomotive smoke boxes here and here. Where the heck did my other item go? Now I will mention once I tend to have to repeat myself. Okay, we're going to go for flat slash locomotive. And the noise you hear is probably a family member of mine. Yep, now we do the really cool part. We get this, place him in the middle, do that, do this. Now you're going to want to grab these, double them up all the way around. Now we do this like that to give it an overhang look. Now what I like to do with my engine is to have the coal level out towards the front. Okay. We're going to need to sort of have it going like that. Now we need to swap the material in here for a black plated locomotive design. Now obviously you can look at the design all you want and decide whether or not you like it or not. If you don't like it, just do some more design in here, like that might be too high. So I go remove random ones, make it a little bit more like that. Technically that needs to be like that. And then you go like this. Then you get your green slash locomotive, wrap the rest of it around. Grab some normal black stone, no polish, no nothing, just natural black stone for cold texture. Now we get to the fun part, gluing. If you did everything right, you should have your engine. So you need to use black slash locomotive for the. Now here's how we glue it. You're going to use this glue, do it that way. You can't glue it all together, and trust me, you're not going to want to glue it like that. It's annoying, yes, but it is necessary. Now I might do something here. Because whenever I look at the picture, I see this go all the way around. So we might try that. How does it look? I'm not 100% on it. But I think it will be fine there. Just because I want it to look like a very bulky sort of tender. Then you just glue to this block. And that should be your engine done. Now, as always, I'm sorry if this seems rushed. I know that my other one's more detailed, but that's because I did it a while ago and I wanted to do more accurate stuff now. As always, I know I said I would build the other locomotive. I know I said that, but I know you're probably expecting me foul or all that, but I try my best, really. I can only do my best with the limitations of Minecraft, so like, I'll just show you something I might do just to help make it a little bit better. There we go, that looks more like it to me. Now you obviously want to grab the one thing you want to grab is, before we finish up, we'll do that. Now, if this seems rust, it is. I just wanted to, it's not my best tutorial, but it is a simple locomotive for anyone who wants to get a simple locomotive instead of having to do all the fancy gluing with the flour, which is what I consider. So no, I'm not going to build flour. Even though I said I would, I won't. It is annoying and you have to glue it. There you go, that's your engine done. As always, sorry for not building the flour. I do hope you understand, and as always, like, share and subscribe if you want to. Here you have that one, and this one's the better one now, actually. Steampunk Wolf out.